Hello, everybody. I am SunPsychic Jean, and please welcome Gerald from TarotStache. Hello, Gerald.
Hello, thanks for having me back.
Thanks for being here with me. And I really love when we get together and do mediumship together. It is a wonderful and beautiful experience, and it's always so much fun. And I love to practice and stretch my abilities as far as possible. And we are able to do that here on YouTube. I also do psychic fairs. And when I do psychic fairs in person, things come through a little bit differently. I had somebody's mother sing me a song, and I was just like overwhelmed with emotion. And the woman said, yes, my mother loves songs and hymns, and like familiar kind of traditional songs and things like that. And it really did touch her. It was really beautiful.
I like that. I like that. Yeah, I agree with you. YouTube is great. In person, the energy is a lot. Oftentimes, for me, is clearer because we don't have to worry about time and space.
Yeah, the hesitation of the feedback or the emotion there. And what it is that the focus and the gymnastics that I feel like my tuning in is so much more on point or so much more focused on the YouTube. Whereas if somebody's there, I'm blending with their energy and I can just like sort of feel it. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
because we're on YouTube, it seems like I have to try a little harder, for lack of a better term.
No, I that makes a lot of sense. YouTube is a different experience because you're managing this stream as well as the channel. So,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, that too.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, okay. So
I know. And I remember I was kicking and screaming. I did not want to. Essence of the Moon is here. Hey, Essence. And I forget her first name. You'll have to remind me.
Selena,
Selena. Yes.
Selena.
Hi, Selena. And the does energy get, you, you know, I, Kirsten is here. Hi, Kirsten. Nice to see you. Does energy get overwhelming in person? Like I said, I got emotional and it's a little bit more immediate, a little bit more. It's not much more. And it's about one on one. Like when I do a Zoom with somebody, it's a lot
Mm-hmm.
more immediate because our energies are blended and I can hear them and feel them and
Yeah,
see them. And that's what I mean by like it's more one on one rather than doing it with a chat with somebody in
yeah,
chat whose name is Kitten Kitten Mittens 88, like that you have to really move a lot of your analytical and judgmental and ego out of the way and just go to the energy of the person who is behind that name. And yeah, it
I
is
I
different.
also I also think, Gene, that it's not overwhelming per se, but like you've said, it's different. And it gives me as a reader when I'm doing a private reading via Zoom, the energy is different there than when I'm doing a show and stuff. So it but Gene, you do practice sessions where people are can learn, and once you it's like exercising. Sorry, it's true. The more you do it, the more strength you can build, and the faster you're able to get into that rhythm. And I mean, you and I have been doing this for I've been doing it for a couple of years, and I am much stronger at it than I was. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Well, while Gerald and I were preparing to come on earlier today, I was asking for all your loved ones to come close and to help us out and give them permission to come, because I do ask them to stand back unless they're called on. And I ask the loved ones of everybody who's here in the chat, regardless if you get your question answered or not, that your loved one comes through in some small way. So if I'm reading for somebody else's mother, listen for hints and characteristics that may also apply to you or your mother or a mother figure. I think that's really important, because we can all get a really beautiful message from somebody else's reading.
That's true. That is really true. And it is one of the values that I see in doing live readings like this. People they'll be watching, they'll be doing dishes, folding laundry, drawing, doing a puzzle, and suddenly they'll hear something and they go, oh my gosh, my aunt used to say that too. And that's a beautiful, beautiful connection. So it's really, really great.
Mm-hmm.
I am
Okay.
seeing a lot of people coming in, and I want to say thank you, everybody, for joining us. This is the first time that Jean and I've done a show on a Saturday together.
That's right.
People
Maybe
like
that's the difference. Yeah, we usually get together during the week, and so yeah, I'm doing really good. And maybe if I miss anybody, just let me know. But let's go ahead and start. Gerald, are you ready?
I am. I am.
So let's start with Marjorie McConnell, and she would like a message from her mother, Mary Alice. Now, I'm starting here, everybody. I do have a lot of other people start because I got a message that is very close to Mother's Day, and a lot of mothers are coming in. And they also told me that every day is Mother's Day. So if that statement is meaningful to you and your mother, that message is for you.
Mm-hmm.
And that cute puppy, Marjorie McConnell, Mary Alice.
Okay, Margie, I'm just going to start. I'm going to check to see if this is your mother. I immediately got an impression of high heels and a pencil skirt, particularly black. If that sounds like it's your mother, she's dancing around, doing a little. I mean, she is aware of her body and she likes the movement that she can have. It feels like she would wear something just because it moved well for her. If that makes any sense. So.
Hey, Christine, thanks for coming. Yeah, Marjorie, any kind of feedback would be really great. It really helps to enhance the reading. She says, poodle skirts for mom. Not pencil
Okay.
skirts, poodle skirts.
It could be, but it's a skirt and it moves. So a pencil skirt doesn't move, Gerald. Get into your fashion history. But there is a sense of sweeping movement, and she's just stirring up this energy around her, and it's happy. She's rather effervescent, is what I would say. And you wanted a message from your mother. She's saying something about big earrings, which may relate to actually jewelry, but it could also relate to maybe tune in and listen to around you, the messages she is sending you, because she's constantly communicating with you, and she wants you to listen in. Oh yes, she was always very particular about her appearance. Total social butterfly. Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, okay. So that's what I'm hearing. With the big earrings. Listen in. She's around. It may be a bit like a buzzing bee or something like that, just getting your attention. So she's around. She's whispering. She's sometimes shouting. and she's laughing a bit. That's what I have.
So, Marjorie, Mary Alice tells me that she's been gone for a little while, and she wants you to know that time does not equal distance. And what I mean by that is, like, if we have a friend from high school or a place that we used to work and we're not in touch with that friend, sometimes the energy with that friend that we don't talk to for a while, it seems like they're farther and farther away and that we lose touch with that friend. This is not the case when it is in with loved ones on the other side. And your mother was right beside you and watching over you since the moment of her passing, and is still right there. There is no time on the other side. The moment she's here, or 10 years ago, is she still here? It doesn't change her connection to you. And that's really important to understand. Now, I do understand that sometimes her energy, you can feel her presence, or her memories come through the closer to when she was passing or after she passed. You would think of these things or feel these things or synchronicities, whereas maybe there's not as many synchronicities anymore. But it doesn't mean that she's not watching over you. We have free will. And she said, if you want to enhance our communication or our connection, I'm open. I'm ready, for you to. And she's telling me she does hear you pray for her. She does hear you pray for her soul. She does hear you ask her certain things or say, Mom would have liked this. And she does hear you, but it's not, she feels like there's like, you want to let her rest in peace. And she said, that's fine too, if that's what you want. She said, but if you want to open up the lines of communication with her, she's also open to that. Mm-hmm. I do feel like she was a good communicator here in this world. She was intelligent, had a good, she was very well read, is what she's telling me. I do feel as though she may not have been herself closer to her time of passing. Her health had declined, and maybe her mental faculties had declined closer to her passing. So she doesn't want you to think of her in that end stage. Like, whatever the end stage is not how she appears on the other side. It is at her optimal vitality is how she is on the other side. Mm-hmm. So, Marjorie, let me know if any of that makes sense to you.
She said she misses her guidance. Margie, I keep hearing something about earrings. If you have a pair of earrings of hers, bring them out, wear them. If you have a pair of earrings that you really like, give the intention that these are going to help you remember your mother and hear her. But she keeps talking about these earrings. She keeps talking about earrings. I promised to tell you that. So, lovely lady, very social, lots of good energy.
Yeah, she does. She does. And she did say that she passed 32 years ago, but she doesn't want you to think that that's how far away she is. She's right beside you. Wow. And available.
Oh, Jean, that makes so much sense. That sense that time and distance are very, very different. Because it was just like, I thought it was really recently because it's so powerful. So
she has all of her earrings and will wear them.
Beautiful. 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 Yeah. Mm. I like that.
Let me see if she has any last. She doesn't want you to compare yourself to her. Like, the way that she passed is not the same way that you are going to be. It's not the same thing. It doesn't have to be the same way. I think that this may have been in the back of your mind for quite some time. Mm. She's saying you had different genes, is what she's saying. She doesn't want you to fear about the way she declined closer to the end of her life. She doesn't want you to worry about that.
Mm-hmm.
That you don't have to worry about that. And she's saying, ask me for a sign. Ask her for a sign. And the first thing that pops into your head, that's the sign that you're going to ask her for, because she's giving you the sign that you're going to be thinking of so that she can connect with you. So whether it's a cardinal or if it's a song or if it's a bumper sticker or whatever, like whatever it is, you let her know what you want to see. And she did say, get those old pictures out. I feel like there are old pictures around, but you don't have them. Like you may not examine, like they're always on the wall, so you don't always get a chance to look at them. You just walk by them a little bit more. She's saying, take a moment and take a look at those old pictures, that they have energy and meaning and more information to communicate to you with.
Yeah.
That's what I've got. Hi, Eagle Scout. Thank you so much.
It's lovely.
She said, okay, that makes sense.
And a little further down, she said, it's usually a song, but I'll ask.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Isn't that funny, Gerald, that I just told you that?
I love that. Yes, I think, yeah. I mean, yeah. Hi, Andrew. Good to see you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Okay. All right. So we're doing mediumship today. Hello, Zach. Nice to see you. And if you would like a message from one of your loved ones, we do ask, and if you see at the top here, there's a scroll. We do ask that you give us the name and the relation for your loved one. And thank you very much, Marjorie. That was really lovely connecting with your mother.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just want to say, while you're looking at all of the beautiful questions that we have, there's a whole bunch of people who are enjoying the fact that I'm drinking a cup of coffee. And this is one of those things that today and over the weekend, if you have family members that, or people that you are missing that liked a good cup of coffee, as you are drinking it, invite them in to share it with you. Pour them a cup of coffee. There's this, but boy, I don't hold my mugs like this, but it's just like going, they're really enjoying the coffee. So yeah.
Lovely.
Mm.
So is BF Jamie still here? BF Jamie, please say hello. And then Eagle Scout, you'll be next. And thank you very much for your donation.
Yeah. I'm always about enjoying the coffee. It's like, yeah.
And Selena, if you could give me your, I think it was your grandmother's name. You just need that name. Yeah, it's your grandmother's. Thank you. Andrew says, you spoke with my mother another time, Jean. You were spot on. Thank you, Andrew, for that validation. It's very important. And here is BF Jamie. And she would like a message from her husband, Sean. And thank you very much. BF Jamie followed the request to a T, the name, the relation, caps, and emojis. Perfect. Look at the golfer. Mm-hmm.
Mm. Thank you, Andrew. Sean is washing his hands. I don't know if he's washing his hands because his hands are dirty from being in the yard or oily from the car or the tractor or cleaning up after changing a baby's diaper. Don't know what that means. But he's doing this and he's finding, and what I'm feeling is very much this mixing of the water and allowing the water to flow through. What does that mean, Sean? Was he active with his hands, BF Jamie? Because he's just he's like wanting to turn pages in a book, and he's very active like that. I'm just like, okay, very. So there's this. Jamie, are you doing the same thing, or should you? Maybe. That's getting a little ding for me. It's the Sean is wanting you to do some more things with your hands because it helps you to translate all of this stuff. It gets it into your hands. It helps the thought process. He was a painter, carpenter. No, I'm not right now. That's the message. You need to be doing something with your hands because you're not, it's not manifesting. It's stuck in your head. So that's what I have from Sean. And that's making sense. Now I see the brushes. So I do need to work on my gardens more. Yeah. That's great. That's great.
So I feel a little, she says, thank you. I feel a little tragedy around Sean. I feel like there was something that he was quite emotional, and he's telling me that there was a lot of just, trauma around his life. And I feel as though you were trying to help him through it. And he was, I think he was working on something or working things out. And it's almost like you he's letting me know you were there to save him, and that he had some things that were challenging in his life, and you both were working hard on like these things. And he said, all of a sudden, this over here happened. Like you were like, and I don't know if this is what it is. I'm just saying, let's say you were working on his health and you were working on having him, jog and make sure that his health is good and that, he looked good and everything. And then all of a sudden over here, he tripped on a ladder and fell. And that's how it was no matter how much you all concentrated on focusing on helping him or restoring him or supporting him in whatever struggle he had, it was like something else out of the blue happened. But he was making progress is what he wants you to know. So I'm not sure what that means or how that relates, but he wants you to know that all of the focus, concentration, the support was not for nothing. It really did help him. He really was improving. And it was just something else came along unexpectedly, and that's how he passed. And he wants you to know that that it enriched his life having you there, having you support him, having you help him along on his journey. He's saying he wouldn't have been able to do it without you, and he just wants you to know how much he does love you, and he knows how much you love him. He knows how much that you talk to him, and all the phases that you've been through. I don't feel like he passed too long ago. She said he was quite happy-go-lucky and it hid his pain. He left suddenly at 54 and it was shocking to us both.
Mm. Yeah.
Mm. That's what he's saying, that you were focusing over here, but then something else over here happened. And I feel like he didn't even see this coming. And I feel like it was very accidental, honestly. Like he's telling me he tripped over a ladder. Like that's an accident. That's
Yeah.
either that or a little carelessness. But that's what he wants you to know. He's saying that this was making progress. And he wants you to know you made such a big difference in his life. And he doesn't want you to feel as though anything anything that transpired was a reflection on you or what you did or said or didn't do. Whatever, he doesn't want you to take that at all. He wants to thank you very much for all of the support, all of the love. And he sees the energy. He sees how much you put your whole life on hold to help him and to support him. And he was like your main focus. And he knows this. He sees this, and he wants to thank you for all of everything that you did for him. Carelessness, 100%. That's so comforting. That's what he wanted you to know. That's he was trying to tell me that. That's what he wants you to know, Jamie.
Wow.
And he's saying, I don't know why it was working. It was working. He loved it. He appreciated it. It was getting better. He's just saying, and it does help him even now today on the other side. All of that work that you did together with him made a difference even now in his life on the other side. Mm-hmm. It improved and helped him to see what it was like. And he's just saying that you're an angel to him.
Aww.
I don't know if he called you angel, but he's saying that everything that he ever told you was true. He doesn't want you to think that he kept anything from you.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know how long ago he passed. It does feel a little, I don't know how long ago he passed. It just seems not too long ago. I know you said when he was 54, but I don't know how long ago that was. It might help me in feeling what he's feeling, Jamie, if you don't mind, how many years ago it was.
We're a really great team. I was so lost when he passed.
2018, yeah. He's making me feel like it wasn't very long ago. So it must not feel that way for you, Mm-hmm. I mean, and it wasn't that long ago. It was about 8 years, but
wow.
Oh, thank you, Mara. I chat about him often. Yeah.
That's lovely.
It feels like yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's good. I'm glad that I was able to communicate that accidental message, because that was important.
Yeah.
It was important for you to know, and he didn't want you to carry any of that. What was this? Carelessness is what he said. Mm-hmm. Isn't that funny that he showed me that he tripped over a ladder? That's accidental.
That is accidental. That's so powerful. And I'm glad to, Jamie said he and I were together 24/7 and good friends since 2003, and we married in 2009. It's great. That's great.
He loves you. He loves you, Jamie, and he knows how much you love him.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much, Jamie, for all of your feedback. That was really wonderful. I appreciate that. And I'm going to go over to Eagle Scout next. And thank you, Andrew, for your very kind and generous donation. And thank you, Cree Design, for your generous donation as well.
Lovely.
And Mar Dominguez, thank you very much for your generous donation. And Eagle Scout says, and Eagle Scout, just say hello, make sure you're still here. I wanted to ask about my spirit guides. I had a premonition of my mom passing before she had gotten sick and passed. How do I connect with them? Well, it's important to understand that it was a gift given to you. It was not you making it happen. I know how difficult it must have been for you to have gotten that and have it linger in the back of your mind and then have it come to fruition. I feel as though it was a way to prepare you of the upcoming events and also to let you know of your skills and abilities and your psychic abilities. And I don't know, you said a premonition, but was it a dream? Because I feel like you may still have dreams, but they're really they said about 9/11, there's so many people that had dreams about 9/11 and they're like, but what could I say? I couldn't tell. And who could you tell? You didn't know when, you didn't know where, you just saw it happening. And it is frustrating and bothersome. So, Gerald?
I think this is, I agree with what Jean has said. It's like, oh, by the way, in this envelope, if you choose to open it, is this ability. It is not something, and it was a true gift for you to be able to have that premonition to help you. I don't know if it helped you prepare. You were in the hospital and groggy. I thought I was high on meds. Well, actually, what you were is you were more open to it because your brain and your logic was put in timeout for a little bit. So they were able to sneak in with this message. If you're wanting to know about how to connect, it is practice. You do such things regularly. Do some exercises. Great resources out there on connecting with guides. The key thing that comes through for me, Eagle Scout, is you're going to do it your way that works for you. And it's not necessarily exactly the way someone else does it. So don't get yourself caught into that. This is the only way to do it. The only way to do it is the way that works for you. And just like with everyone, we all have, when we write letters, I believe you are right. My mom was everything. I thought afterwards it prepared me for it. Mm-hmm. And I think, and I'm just getting, automatic writing might be a good way for you to do some connecting with your guides. Because the message I'm getting is just like all of our handwriting and our signatures are different, but we can still read them. I would suggest getting a piece of paper out and a writing utensil and doing some automatic writing just to open yourself up to see what flows through. You might be surprised. So,
yeah, that's beautiful, Gerald.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Eagle Scout. And I'm so sorry that was such a difficult time for you. I cannot even imagine knowing that information. But yeah, you can practice and make that work for you because you do have access. And it's that relaxed state and that in between. I don't know if it's like a beta or theta state, like the state that you're in between awake and asleep. And that's how relaxed we need to be in order to let our analytical mind step aside. And that's really where a lot of the information does come through.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's go ahead and go to Mar Dominguez next. And she said, Marta any messages from her dad, Jose. Her name is Marta. Okay. I feel like he was a loud talker. Gerald, were you about to say something?
Nope. I'm just writing.
I do feel like he was a loud talker, and he didn't feel like he had a fair share or a fair shake in life. I don't know if he was responsible for the family. It feels to me like he did more than everybody else, and he made sure that everybody knew it. I hope you don't mind me saying, but I do feel like he took care of the neighbors, and he took care of the family, and he took care of the nephews, and he's just telling me that. No, I feel like he felt like he was not appreciated. Like, if I do this for you, you should come and help me, or you should repay. And people would, like, he would do things for people, expecting them to be, repaying the favor, and they wouldn't. They would just say thanks and go on. And he really didn't like that part of his generosity. Does that make sense to you, Mar?
I'm glad you said loud talker, because he was rather boisterous. But I also got him wanting to be in a race car or drive in a race car, and it was like going buckling up. There was also, it was like somebody was in the car with him. They had their head wrapped or their hair wrapped in a scarf, and it was like a convertible. So he was always told, yeah, well, you were, you still are, and he wants to spoil you. But I'm getting this sense of being in a convertible, a scarf wrapped around a head. Maybe he's picturing you with your head, your hair wrapped in a scarf and buckling up and having a lot of fun. So, but yeah, he's still working on stuff, still loud talker, very generous. But yeah.
He does want you to feel the same, Mar, and learn from his example, or from his mistakes, or from his misunderstanding, that it's important when we do things for others that we do things not expecting anything in return, like that we do things out of the goodness of our heart, and regardless if they're ever able to reciprocate. And because whenever we loan money, we really don't ever loan money, we have to give it, because for us to expect somebody to pay that back is a really big expect. And it's that sort of mentality that he wants to share with you, that not everything in life is fair, but it's important that you're true to yourself and you keep moving forward. Hold your head high. Don't let these things get you down or make you feel any certain way. It's important for you to, if people disappoint you, it's not a reflection on you. And I'm not sure if that means anything to you, because he's telling me this, that he just doesn't want you to take things personally, and do the best that you can, and treat people fairly, and to keep moving forward. That if you let somebody's behavior affect you, then they've won, and you've disempowered yourself. You've given your power away by being reactive to somebody else's behavior. What's most important is that you hold your own energy and frequency, and no matter what anybody else does around us, we know that we are true to ourselves and we are authentic and we do the best that we can and we keep moving forward. So I hope that is meaningful to you, because that's what he was very generous and we were all given a house. Good.
Wow.
Wow. That's
Very
a great dad.
Yeah.
And he just wants you to know that not everybody's going to do things the way we expect. He just wants me to let you know that.
Very true.
Thank you, Mar. Okay, so let's go back to Selena. And Selena has shared with us her grandmother, Elisa. Elisa, Concepcion, and Catalina. 3 of them usually come together. It's been a week. Jean, oh, it's been a week for her. Okay, her grandmothers. Okay, they're her grandmothers. Okay. They're telling me your rivers run deep, Selena. And they're telling me that your empathy and your empathic nature is a blessing and a curse. It is a blessing because you have these abilities to feel other people's feelings, and it's a curse because you have these abilities to feel other people's feelings. It's the same thing, but sometimes it works for you and sometimes it works against you.
Mm-hmm.
And they want you to work on protecting your energy and protecting your heart and working on your boundaries, and working on your self-empowerment, so that it's very similar to what we just told Mar. Try not to allow other people to have the ability to affect our energy. They can affect your emotions. You can feel bad, you can be mad, you can be sad, you can be angry, but have this stability that does not rock, this centeredness. How about you, Gerald?
Opinions are like something that everyone has, is what they're telling me. And boundaries. Have strengthen your boundaries. Use this as an opportunity to understand where you end and the other begins. Everything that happens does not need an immediate reaction, and everything that happens around you doesn't need a reaction at all. Some of them just need to die on the vine. Don't pick it up. Don't even be paying attention to it. You've got other more powerful things that you're working with and you're manifesting. So
she says, spot on, Jean. I was gate kept and left a message on my video. I pulled 7 of Wands, temperance and strength, and thinking of them. Aw. Yep. Temperance and strength, for sure.
yes, definitely.
You'll have to tell me what 7 of Wands means for you, Gerald.
Oh, 7 of Wands is about you sort of have to stand your ground.
Oh, yes. Good.
Rally the troops. So, yeah.
I don't have them memorized. Temperance and strength, they give it away with the name, but the other one I couldn't remember.
Yes. And that's a powerful message for everyone. Lots of things are going on. What's extremely important is for us to remember everything that happens does not need our attention. We've got be very specific about where you're putting your energy. We all have a certain amount of energy that we have each day. Use it wisely. Use it on the things that are going to make you happy and are going to help you get closer to where you want to go. How's that for grandmotherly advice? So, yeah. Yep, leave it on the vine.
Let me see. They want you to know that they are there for you to to consult as a consult, but they want you to know that you have everything that you need already. And they say that you can ask them for advice, but ultimately it's your decision to follow where it is that you feel is important for you to take the next step. And they want you to trust yourself. They said it's lovely that you have such emotion. They say it's lovely that you have such depth of. Some people have very little emotion. Some people are very dry, very cerebral. There, and no offense, but some people just don't have the depth of emotion. They don't have the ability or the capability to feel. And you have like a whole ocean inside of you. There is like this ocean of emotion, and ocean of love, an ocean of pain, an ocean of wonder. There's this whole emotion. You have such depth of emotion. It's really very beautiful, and your soul is getting to experience so many diverse emotions in this world. But in that same sense, it's important for you to work on boundaries so that this is doesn't lead you, but it assists you. Like there's a way for you to be not. I'm going to say, I know that Selena, but not emotionally manipulated, but it's like so that you can not have that lead or jump off without you having that ability to consider before it affects you emotionally. So that's what they want to tell you as well. She says, I did ask them for advice. It didn't engage with the comment. However, my community responded and came in with my support. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, good. Mm-hmm. Good, Selena. Good for you. You're I feel like you could be an actress. You have so much emotion.
Oh, there's a lot of depth there. So,
and it's really beautiful.
It is.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me see who's next. So Denise B, are you still here? Denise B. Thank you, Selena. And thank you, Kim, for your generous donation. I'll see if I can. Yeah. I'll have to go back and look for that. Denise B, are you still here?
We're at about 50 minutes. Somebody's asking if we're still taking questions. We've got lots of questions, and because these are mediumship and we go a bit more in depth, we're going for depth rather than the quantity. So we invite everybody to listen in. There may be a message that sneaks in for you.
Oh, good. Denise B is here. I was hoping for you, Denise. I was just getting ready to call somebody else. So unfortunately, she said her sister Shelly passed in October. I'm so sorry. She says I miss her so much. So the first thing she wants you to know is that you're still sisters. She said that didn't change, will not change. She wants you to know that she is at peace and with the angels. She wants you to know that she's very well taken care of and that she is in a safe place, that there is no need to worry. and she's saying that she's telling me that you did see things in your home that may have made you think of her, or something was out of place, or you saw like an M on something, or something that was like a sign, and you doubt your own eyes. And she's saying, believe that, whatever that was, whether it was like something out of the corner of your eye, or something that appeared to be something. You know how sometimes if we have like a multicolored curtain or something, and we can see like a person's face in it, and then you look back and it's back to being the multicolored curtain. Like whatever this was that you thought you saw right around the time of her passing, she's saying to believe your eyes, and that was true. I don't know what it was, and I'm not saying it was a curtain or an image. It's something that she said that you thought it was her, or thought it could be a message. And she's saying that with the degree of grief that you're going through, it was really hard to come through, but that was one way that she knew that you would be able to see it. And I do feel as though she's telling me she went around to all of the family and to say her goodbyes. I don't know if she was able to say her goodbyes to everybody, but she's saying she went to visit all of the family. She was able to make peace with all of the family and connect with all of the family before her crossing. How about you, Gerald?
I was, the first thing that I got was okay, Denise said, that's what I needed to know. She suffered so long. Yes, I doubt my abilities. It happened for a long while. And I heard her call to me. Well, yeah. I heard something about pulling hair. I don't know if she used to pull your hair, or the two of you used to have some arguments. And sometimes those arguments back when you were kids were just to see, it was just practicing the arguments. It was just practicing the banter and the back and forth. She's replacing that with definite love and caring. And she understands this was hard for you and for the family. And so now she's really trying to have that back and forth be much more of a loving and sense about it. So if you're, I mean, you're in the midst of grief, which is always challenging, and there's no time frame on it, but she's just letting you know she's always going to be lobbing messages to you. They're going to be there. They're little glitter bombs or something like that. So I think this is yeah. I mean, and your messages are, you can hear them, and just be open to them. And some days you're going to be really open, and other days you're not. She's reminding you that, well, okay, you're still you. You're still sisters, is that key thing. And that is coming through really loudly after you said that, Jean. It's like, you're still sisters. This doesn't change anything. So
she said, oh my God, yes, she would just be ornery, but would always be stuck up for me, stuck up for you always. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. That's nice. It's very nice.
Yeah. And that's true. When you said you heard her call your name, that's what she wants you to believe. Don't second guess it. And it's really easy to say, I don't know if that was really real. It was her voice. It was her. And she wants you to trust that, and to know that that was her reaching out to you. It is still very new. I mean, it's only, months away. And she just wants you to know that she's going to keep trying. If it's something that you are open to, let her know that, and to be open to all different types of signs and synchronicities that she may come through for you. But that explains a lot, that she wanted you to know that she is well and with angels and very well taken care of, because she had suffered for so long. Yeah. Loved ones, it's really important, the messages that they choose to tell us,
And the way they tell us, the way they share it, because it's usually very personal to you. And just be open to that, and don't doubt it. Go, huh, that was so-and-so. I love that.
She said you were the best sister. She's sorry that she took up so much time and focus in the family. I feel like everything was surrounded around her illness or her condition or her, um, and she wants the family to stay together for some reason. She's saying that. And I'm not sure if that meant anything to you that she went to all the different family members and said goodbye before leaving or as she was leaving. And maybe there's another person in your family that had a dream about her or a encounter that they're not talking about because they don't believe it themselves, or they don't want anybody to think that that they're off their rocker. Oh, she said she needed this so much. Yeah. Yeah. Denise, I could feel it for you. I mean, it was so new, so recent.
Yeah, definitely.
That's all that she wants to share with you today, Denise. That's all that I'm getting. How about you, Gerald?
She's still ornery. She's still gonna argue with you, and she wants you to argue back with her. She wants to have that exchange. Just because she's not here in the physical realm, she wants you to do this. So there we go.
Yeah. I'm just looking for.
I did see Jan from Silky Steele's Kitchen Witchery said, cancel my question. He's speaking to me now. One of those moments.
Mm-hmm. So if we have just a few minutes left here, I just wanted to bring in Kim Miller. And she said, is there any messages from my Callie? And is this a dog? Is this your dog, Kim? Can you let us know? And who has been gone 5 years. I still have Mott had any still have not had any visitations or indications she's around. And I'm thinking this is a puppy. Is that right? Because you said maybe your Callie is a type of a dog. Kim, are you still here? And this is just so sweet, so very sweet that, I do animal readings, I do animal shows, this one was strict mediumship, but I felt something with this puppy. If you're still here, if you can say if this is your dog. Oh, it's a step granddaughter, Callie. Okay, well, thank you. I didn't know who Callie was. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for doing that, Kim. Your step granddaughter has been gone for 5 years.
Mm.
She's saying she has been around. She's saying she has. You have not had any visitation or indication she's around. She's saying she is around. She wants you to know that it's very subtle, that it's not going to be a full body apparition that's going to come to you. It's going to be little thoughts, little synchronicities, her favorite flower, her favorite song, a number that was the time that she passed, or the day that she passed, or the day that she was born. She wants you to let you know that these are tiny little signs and synchronicities that she's coming in. Oh, she's very puppyish. Oh my.
Mm.
Interesting.
I was also saying it could be her favorite sweet. You might see it. You might see a commercial. You might find some. You might buy some, or a colored ribbon was also something that I saw. That she's, I don't know how old she was, but there was a sense of sitting on a big chair and moving her legs back and forth, just trying to get this rocking chair to move. Here's the thing, though, is it's not a rocking chair, but she liked to do that. There seemed to be a fair amount of energy about her. Hmm.
You might want to sit quietly or silently for her. Oh, Valerie, I'm so sorry. We're just, this is our last reading. If you want, I can keep you on the list for my next show. I'll be on with Scott Scorpio at 4 p.m. Eastern, which is in about 3 hours. I know, Valerie. So sorry.
Kim said it was the
Glider.
glider.
Oh, wow.
If you still have the glider, sit in it and roll back and forth. That sort of makes her happy. It's this thing of is like going, well, you're going to be able to sit next to each other. So give that a try.
Wow, Gerald.
I love that.
She said she's with you, Kim. She's in your heart. She's in your thoughts. She's saying let go of expectations of the way it's going to look or the way that she's going to come through, and just whenever you do think of her or something pops in or something pops up, she wants you to give her the benefit of the doubt. Like if you see a bird outside and it's looking in the window at you and you're like, could that be her? Just say, if that's you, thank you very much for coming. Like give her the benefit of the doubt.
Yes.
And she just wants you to open up to the possibilities, because it's not, it's just very subtle. It's very subtle. She did tell me that she did come to you in your dreams. You can ask her to come back in your dreams. And she comes through with very healthy and luminous smile on her face, and just briefly. And she's saying that it's not like she has a full-on conversation with you, or that you can, it's just a brief little hello with a smile on her face.
Mm-hmm. That's fun. You're welcome, Kim.
Yes, you're welcome, Kim. And Callie. Such a pretty name. I wasn't sure. All right. So thank you very much, Kim, and everybody who received their readings, everybody who offered a donation. Thank you very much. That is really very much appreciated. All of the moderators, all of the members here, and all of the people on Gerald's channel, thank you very much for all of your support. Anybody who is on my channel and has not yet gone over and subscribed to TarotStache, please do. He has amazing, beautiful, supportive, he's like the variety show of the YouTube. I'm letting you know, he has beautiful information. Please do. And we will be back together on May 1st. Joan, Wisdom Seeker Joan, and Gerald and myself will be back together. So make sure you go on over to Gerald at it's TarotStache. He usually has a sign.
TarotStache.
That's what it is, all one word. And go on over there and like, share, and subscribe, and for me too. Thank you very much. We both do offer private readings. We both do offer private mediumship readings. If you did not get a reading here with us today, go on to our website, and Gerald's information is in the show notes below. It's
calendly.com/TarotStache.
Calendly. And the link is in my show notes below. Yep. And to if you're interested, please go on over and check that out. All the information is there. Plucky Heroine is here. Sherry M is here. Thank you, Marilla. I know Marilla is really so very supportive. Miss L is here. And Christine Thomas, thank you for all of your hard work and all of your support. And Zach is here. And all of you guys are here supporting us and helping the other chatters and helping the new people coming in. Thank you so much. Foxy Mama was here, and AB Intuitive, hello there, is here. Everybody, just thank you so much for joining us. We love being here for you. And Gerald, thank you.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to the show next Friday.
Me too. And enjoy. I'll be back again this afternoon at 4:00. Are you going to be on later on today, Gerald?
I'm going to be later on today at 9 p.m. Eastern time. I have a caffeinated and unfiltered with Allie and Linda, and it's going to be a XXX version where we're doing the energy around Beltane.
Wow, beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful. All right, everybody. We'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you enjoy this content, hit like, share, and subscribe. Remember to click the bell to be notified of future videos. Thanks again.